Well, hello there. I'm Condor Calabasas, and I have something to tell you. In the gaming industry, it's gone into a bit of hell. What am I referring to? I'm referring to the insecure pussies. That's right. Gaming journalism, although not all gaming journalists, are mostly just a bunch of pussies. And it is on this channel, this journey together, where we'll explore the level of pussy in the gaming journalism industry. So let's get right into that. That was actually supposed to be background video. Fuck my life. Whatever. All right, let's get let's get right into it. God damn it! All right, GTA 6. That's right. I've timestamps here, so this I'll be getting to the point here. Thankfully. Um. All right. First things first. We're gonna be talking about GTA 6 here, and I just want to mention this off the top. It's entirely possible that the cinematics that we're seeing in this trailer have slightly better graphics than the gameplay we're seeing in this trailer. But based on how, and this is mentioned in this video, I don't know if I'll go over the exact quote, but it's super easy to fake extremely good trailer lighting, for example. So basically, no one really knows how whether or not this is like 100% gameplay graphics or whether it's like 90% gameplay graphics and actually some of this lighting is only going to be in the cutscenes. We don't really know. All right, let's move on. All right, fucking 2306.
Obviously, maybe there's some sort of custom camera work going on there, but Rockstar seems to be suggesting it's like a more balanced mix between gameplay and cinematics. So, Alex, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think this is. I think the like. What is the exact phrase? Do they say equal mix of gameplay?
Equal
And
parts,
what is
I think.
equal parts? Yeah. Well, I would really love someone in the audience to make a supercut of exactly half the shots in the trailer that are gameplay, and then to just run it by, like a standard, group of human individuals who've played video games for the last, decade, and say, does that look like gameplay to you? Because I think this really beggars belief. The thing is, in my home.
All right, so this shit kind of drives me nuts because Alex Battaglia is supposed to be this expert, and he's like willfully ignorant about basically every single Rockstar game and console in general. I think PC gamers like this dude, and I play on PC, but like this is like the PC gamer. They have this weird kind of like hate for Rockstar, mainly because they don't like immediately port their games to PC. And he's talking about how like you ask the average person or the average gamer if they would qualify that as gameplay. How about you ask the average Rockstar fan? Ask the average person who's familiar with Rockstar trailers. Maybe you should ask them instead. It's this like weird moving the goalpost and like lack of logic here that doesn't make any goddamn sense, and it makes me goddamn cringe. And then immediately after
Humble
this,
opinion when you show a gameplay. Like I was just looking up some trailers that had gameplay in it before this because I wanted to see what other developers consider game.
why other developers? Why not Rockstar? Why would the first thing you do be looking at other developers and how they make trailers, and why wouldn't it be Rockstar and their trailers?
Play, and I look at the Borderlands 4.
He brings up Borderlands 4. For like it's like such a night and day difference. Like Rockstar could put up like a teaser trailer, release their game, and it would still sell just insane amounts. Borderlands 4 has to do the exact opposite. It is quite possibly the worst fucking example he could come up with. They have to give as much detail about their game as possible to convince their audience to actually buy it. This is Rockstar is on the total opposite end of that spectrum. So the idea that he would not only would the first thing he would do would be not go for other Rockstar games, but he goes for fucking Borderlands 4. And then he brings up the fact that Borderlands 4, they mention the fact that it's, captured on a PlayStation 5 or whatever the fuck they say. I don't know. And it's like, not every game does that. Why would you bring up the one example that gives so much detail? That's not a common occurrence that we're getting trailers where they explain what exactly that gameplay footage is being run on, whether it's PC, a high-end PC, whether it's a PlayStation 5, whatever. It's like I say in my other, it's ignorance, it's anti-intellectualism. He's being a fucking moron here.
I believe it is. I didn't think we ever doubted any aspect of that. I don't think if you're using a custom camera setup, I really consider it gameplay anymore.
Well, just about everybody who likes Rockstar, everybody who's seen Rockstar trailers before is gonna disagree with you there big time.
Sorry, like I just really don't, because it's like not the phrase I've ever used for it in the past. I call it like debug camera.
Like it's man, fucking hell. This is one of those things that just like blows my mind how Digital Foundry has this guy who they have him talk about Rockstar, but he has such an extreme level of ignorance about Rockstar and their trailers. It's almost like he's trying to be stupid here and he's trying to just like piss people off. Like I'm genuinely in disbelief how you could. I've known this since like this has been like a thing since Grand Theft Auto 4. This has been discussed, this exact subject. And people just have decided, well, guess what? Rockstar's a little bit fucking different, so get the fuck over it. And you can't even play this game like Alex doesn't know what I'm talking about when I say that, because Alex Battaglia, Star Citizen, he's obsessed with Star Citizen. Star Citizen is an alpha game that will probably never see the light of day, that people spend like thousands of dollars on. It's insane, and Alex Battaglia will go out of his way to give that game a pass. And he talks about people giving Rockstar a pass. Rockstar releases finished games, dude. That Star Citizen that you love so much, Alex, that still hasn't been released yet. There's no 1.0 for Star Citizen, dude. Goddamn embarrassment, bro. Alright, next clip. 25:35.
Describing that as gameplay for like half of the trailer, I think that's actually disingenuous.
Again, this has been discussed since Grand Theft Auto 4, and nobody has this opinion. This is like exclusively the delusional PC fanboy opinion.
I don't doubt some of these shots are potentially from third person behind the camera.
It's like such stupid semantics, and it's just like they haven't done that. When's the last time they just showed off? Like maybe they did that with Max Payne 3, which would make a hell of a lot of sense considering it's like a third person shooter, isn't exactly their like considered one of their main franchises, I don't think, but maybe it is. But yeah, like why it's just such anti-intellectualism, as all of a sudden he's just such a dumbass, can't do any research, can't like use any logical examples, has to bring up Borderlands 3. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about, man? God damn it. This is like one of the dumbest takes I've ever seen. Not quite the dumbest, but it's pretty bad. I'm gonna have to skip.
I'm not being pedantic. I think we wouldn't ever allow other developers to describe things like this as gameplay.
Well, you'd allow Star Citizen be described as a fucking game and not like some pre-release like manipulative bullshit that people are spending thousands of dollars on it and might never actually release. So, it's not like you're against double standards or anything like that, or treating a certain game differently than other games.
And I don't think Rockstar, in spite of how good quality their games are visually, I don't think we should allow them at either.
Oh, it's not about the visuals. Yeah, weird. Weird that you would even say that. There are some games, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice 2, that's about the visuals. That is definitely about the visuals. The idea that you would even use those words is fucking insane. The reason why people don't give a fuck and will defend Rockstar is because of the gameplay. It's because of these worlds that they're building. It's because they like the fucking games. Alright? The idea that this is just all graphics is just fucking insane, especially when you consider when the franchise gained its like the biggest spike in momentum is when it was shitty ass graphics from Grand Theft Auto 3 and Grand Theft Auto Vice City. And those games were not, objectively speaking, at the time, the graphics in those games were not considered good. Think about that. Grand Theft Auto 3 releases, and upon release, its graphics are bad. Grand Theft Auto Vice City releases about a year later, and it has basically the same graphics. And then San Andreas, again, same graphics. Those graphics were shitty when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out. So the idea that people are just giving Rockstar a pass because their games look so good is fucking insane, considering the core fan base loves the franchise from its gameplay. Anyways, that's basically it for this Grand Theft Auto video. Next, we're gonna talk about fucking Doom, where he fucking makes me cringe even harder. Well, nothing's as cringy as his fucking Grand Theft Auto takes.
Move on. Okay, so this is a last-minute addition to the docket that Alex has added. And he's mad. He's mad about comments on the internet. There are people out there that need to be silenced, Alex.
Yeah.
They need to be unmasked, eliminated, embarrassed. They need to be put in their place. They must be silenced, right?
Yes. Drop the hammer, Alex. Bring it.
Well, the whole comment, the reason why I wanted to add this in is because I launched the Doom video. And also I saw comments under John's Doom video as well as Oliver's Doom video. People are kind of... what is it? They're not seeing the big picture, and they're like focusing on tiny things. So like for Oliver's video, Oliver focused in on the lower PS5 performance and PS5 Pro performance. People saw that as a very negative thing, but they ignored the fact that he said like a vast majority of the game is 60 FPS.
This is what I'm talking about when I say like PC fanboy delusion. I don't own a PlayStation 5. I can 100% understand why PlayStation gamers are fucking pissed about this performance, and the fact that Battaglia can't is a mind fuck to me. Okay, I'll explain this really simple, and I can't even believe this even needs to be fucking explained. Doom Eternal had probably some of the best performance of a PC game, of a game in general. Like, its ability to run at high frame rates is truly insane, especially when you're considering the graphics that you have there. If you have a PC and you run Doom Eternal, you're going to be impressed with that performance. Simple as that. Like, it's that good of a running game. It's got 120 FPS mode on, I believe, PS5. I don't know if it has or 120 FPS mode on PS4, but I wouldn't even be surprised. Like, the game is absolutely insane when it comes to its performance. I don't even know if it's on PS4, but again, I wouldn't be surprised. The point is, the customer knows this game for its crazy good performance, and no doubt a lot of people who, regardless, just the average gamers and, a graphics technology expert, so they're going to assume that Doom Eternal's got to be at least a locked 60. Minimum, it's going to be a locked 60, and then maybe after launch we'll eventually get 120 FPS mode. That would no doubt, objectively speaking, be the mentality of the majority of gamers. Just from a fucking logical standpoint, you dumb fucking bastard. Point number 2. The vast majority of performance is good. That doesn't mean anything, dumbass. Here's one. The performance in this fight is below 60. And as you can see at the frame time graph at the bottom left here, that's not fucking good. That's not fucking good. That is, and that is far below what these customers just experienced with Doom Eternal. Something that a lot of them were probably just playing up into this launch. So they go from this game that's running on a lot of their systems, probably fucking crazy, perfect lock 60 or 120 FPS, so it's unbelievably buttery smooth, even during these epic, super intense fights where they're like, you know, in Doom Eternal, you're like dashing around and you're doing glory kills from like 10 feet away, so you're dipping and diving and you're flipping and flying all over the place in Doom Eternal, and the frame rate doesn't fucking drop. It's an incredible gaming experience, Doom Eternal is. And then you get this. So the idea that Alex Battaglia needs this fucking explained to him is just such a mindfuck to me. Like, bro, there's no way in fuck you're actually that stupid, dude. Obviously, PlayStation 5 gamers should be pissed off about this. That is incredibly disappointing performance for a top-of-the-line first-person shooter. It should be locked 60. Don't play this dumbass game with us. You're a moron, Alex.
And then, with John's video, John's talking about the fact that the game uses ray trace lighting, and everyone's like, oh my god, it's using ray trace lighting. Then they come to my video, and I point out, the fact that a 4060 is a low-end GPU.
And again, like, he's just saying things like that, just like he's obviously just trying to be just like a cringe lord. Just like, it's obviously not a low-end GPU. It's just like such weird mental gymnastics. This is the same channel that will talk about the stats that the majority of PC gamers are running 1080p systems that can like hit 60 just barely. Like, the average PC gamer is running a very, very, that, like, if a 4060 is low end, then the average PC gamer is like triple low end. Like, that is such a fucking stupid thing to say. No wonder people are pissed. And as for me personally, I literally cannot get the game to... I can't dick around with any of the frame rate, the resolution, any of those options in the menu. It's forced at 4K, and I'm getting, like, native 4K, obviously, is apocalyptic for, like, fucking any PC or any system, so, yeah. Frame rate is just nightmarish and not possible to run on my PC right now. But why mention that, though, right? Why would he do his research and know anything about that?
I find it a little bit silly. Just like from the historical perspective, when games in the past released and they required a certain level of GPU or even CPU to run, I don't think people said this game uses forced SSE instructions. I don't think they said that.
What was the frame rate cost of those things? Rhetorical question. Kind of answers it, doesn't it, dumbass? Problem is, stupid ass, dumb fucking goddamn moron that I can't even believe I need to fucking explain this. Ray tracing is really fucking heavy. And first of all, just to be clear, they can't just remove the ray traced global illumination off of Doom the Dark Ages. They can't just do that. The game was built from the ground up with it, and if they were to remove it, it would be basically unlit, or rather completely lit, and it would be a game without any contrast. Basically, it would look totally fucked. They would have to basically redo the game, which isn't unfathomable. They are like super talented dudes. I forget where I'm going with this. But anyways, the thing is the ray tracing cost. You're going from a game that's like running locked 120, so meaning on like a fucking PlayStation 5 on your Xbox Series X, this game could probably be like 200 FPS, 250 FPS, maybe even fucking higher. It is actually that fucking crazy how well Doom Eternal runs. So you have a game that's like running hundreds of FPS, right? So let's just say 200. That's literally a totally fair guess on what the unlocked frame rate would be on a PlayStation 5, a Series X. Again, it'd be almost impossible to guess with any accuracy. It could be 150. It could be 600. It genuinely it's so fucking hard to fucking know for sure. Anyway, so let's just say for example's sake, it's 200 FPS. Okay, so that 200, fuck it, let's lowball it. Let's go 150 FPS. It's definitely easily Series X, PlayStation 5, 150 FPS. So you have a game that's running now, the sequel is running about a third that FPS. We just saw that footage that was 55 FPS. So about a third that FPS, the sequel. And so, of course, people see that as a fucking problem. Like, the fact that this dumbass is so fucking stupid he can't wrap his head around any of this. What was the fucking performance cost of those things? And what was the fucking visual gain difference? A lot of people can't really tell the difference. And, I mean, in their defense, I don't think ray traced global illumination or ray tracing in general is really that much of an asset to fast-paced first-person shooters like this. I think it's the one kind of game where you don't really need any ray tracing. Now, I will also say that I do think it no doubt improves the visuals of the game and makes it look fantastic. And I totally see where they're going. And if it was up to me, it would be a flip of the coin, whether no ray tracing, global illumination, or global illumination, ray tracing, which one. It'd be 50-50 to me. But yeah, the fact that he's so fucking confused about this is such a mindfuck to me, dude. Like, the performance cost, obviously, dumbass, and the fact that it's like fucking night and day difference performance between the last game. Like, it's not hard to fucking use logic and thoughts, you stupid bastard.
I think
It's
they
forced
said
pixel shaders.
Yeah, but pixel shaders didn't cost, fucking 2/3 of your fucking computer's performance, or cut the fucking game's frame rate to 55 FPS when it was running like hundreds of FPS before. It's kind of a big difference. Alright, we got one more clip for you, and then this video's over with and done. Go on with your day.
or a really rudimentary raster fallback. So I would just like to take the time to comment that I don't think forced RT is a thing, and I would really prefer you stop writing that underneath my videos.
Well, Alex, it kind of is forced RT in that you have to have a GPU that supports hardware accelerated ray tracing, but
Do I even have to say anything to that? Do I even have to fucking say anything to that? This shit drives me nuts. And now I'm gonna turn on my massive cut mode, which always makes people really fucking pissed off. Here we have an example of insecurity. A deeply insecure response. First of all, sorry not sorry, but this man right here, Richard Ledbetter, if he tells you something about video game technology and you disagree, chances are you're the one who's wrong. He is like one of the experts, if not the expert, when it comes to video game technology. And the fact that Alex managed to behave this way while also keeping a job is pretty fucking wild to me, because this shit, I can't stand this pussy bullshit. Like, just quick side story. When I played Battlefield professionally, everybody, including me, was allowed to be criticized no matter what, as long as it wasn't during a fucking game. If somebody fucked up, you were allowed to bring that up, and you were not allowed to give any pushback like what we're about to see here.
at the same time, is the
See? Forced? Yeah. Because it's forced. It's on all the time. You can't turn it off, dumbass. What the fuck do you think the English language is for? Do you think we just fucking make up words and definitions for fun, you stupid fucking bastard? Jesus Christ, man. That kind of fucking reaction, I'm not even fucking playing. If somebody like fucked up and they gave pushback like that to like a criticism in a Battlefield, after a Battlefield professional game, that would be it. they would be off the fucking team. My God. Fucking goddamn cringy ass pussy. This shit is driving me nuts in the industry. And this also, I feel like, as I should mention as an aside here, and I'm not going to find the clip because I really don't care whether people believe me or not. But Alex Battaglia has this misogynistic take that you see a lot in the gaming industry, where they see an attractive woman with a thin body. Specifically, we're talking about the main character in Stellar Blade. That's what he was talking about. And he said that was sexual objectification and sexist misogyny. Objectively speaking, that's body worship. That's privilege. And the only misogynist shit going on is when you see an attractive woman's body and you get pissed off by it. Okay? That doesn't happen to men. We don't do that to men. No one sees Raiden running around naked holding his crotch going, wow, men are sexually objectified in games. So take your micro-dicked cringe lord pussy bullshit and shove it up your ass. Alright? Thanks. Condor Calabasas. Hope you enjoyed watching, because I sure enjoyed making this video. There will be more of this in the future, obviously. Like and subscribe.